So just did some random trading, and we are going to do this map with some juicing. This is the start of the map. It's 130 quantity, and we don't know what's going on here.
When I'm ready, I'm not.
So this is a bare minimum of 5 link cremation. Doesn't have Aegis at the start, doesn't have Aegis Aurora, and doesn't have the Phantasmal Unearth. So basically, concept will improve, but yeah. It doesn't change the fact that it's in good shape. I'm going to do this tactics. So carbon base here. And as you can see, basically I still try to dodge things, but it's kind of it's instinct. It doesn't really matter. So the boss just jump on the face, but I doubt generation, but I don't really have to. And of course, it's 5 link, you wouldn't have enough. Oh, actually no. So I was using the wrong button. So basically, how this build works is that you hold an earth, so that an earth just throw this corpse very quickly, and you use cremation to apply them. So if you see my mana just drop down significantly, that is because I think some really spawned corpse. So you may think it's much slower than Cremation. Yes, of course, it's a 5 link, and also it's powered by Sentinel. But you can also notice that it's super safe. So I mean, I shouldn't, if I really want to do mapping, I don't need this stupid enhancement for some stupid armor. The strategy of this map is not focused on boss anyway. Look at that boss. There is that one where I'm at. So yeah, so basically we just we don't have to do this, and if we don't do this, if we don't see the Sentinel, we'll go pretty quick. But the point is that even without Aegis Aura, still under space tanking is pretty scary physical attack. So that's not like crazy. So like just for 36k armor, but and there's no recovery whatsoever. Let's do it. We just tank all the damage. And I think the map mod must have some minion life and boost or something. Oh, and this it has region. So it feels much slower than last time that I was hitting 130 or something. And, yeah, that's really good. Doesn't really worth the effort. But yeah, so this is how tanky this bit is. And in terms of damage, so now firstly I'm going to do some damage to show that the damage is not accurate. But I'm going to power the mobs again. I'm not going to do it outside the area. I don't think it's worth it. I'm a little bit hesitant whether I should like a bunch of punishments in the map for auto trigger. feel like this build doesn't feel very good to cast curse manually. So do we combo for map or we just go for the yeah, I think the general idea is that you always try to go with the raw option of the roads. So usually you don't really care much about this build. I don't really know why it's so confusing. I used this very similar. At first, I thought it was because of leeching and Aurora, but it turned out to be now I don't have like a leech. And if I don't attack, so let me just dive into some like mobs and see what happens. So for example here, and yeah. So now I'm not attacking, I'm just casting the corpse in some region, and yeah. So I was going to do it. Now of course if I cremation those, then I cannot just that. So I think this 1000 region really help. And also, if I have Aurora, that could be 1 block, it will restore 1 shield as well. So, anyway, this is not very lucky map. I didn't have the ultra, but of course we choose the map, so 1 ultra would give us like 10% I think. Damage, so hard champion. So the only thing I'm not sure about is the strategy of going for boss on this map is that so this map doesn't have a super good hard support. It's good, the cemetery is good. By the way, I'm not doing this is because I want to see if I have a chance to get the quantity update. But now, we already have opened 3 altars, so I think we'll just grab this. So, 21 hanger, so if it's we have more, penalty will be like 25 something. So for the light encounter, it's harder than Scalimate for sure, and some like crazy model would kill you because again, light encounter is harder than the normal combatants. Interesting. Also, almost one shot. I don't really know what happened. Like, let's just, let's try. It's heavily depends on the layout of the tower and the lanes. So now we have a pretty, I think it's a bad layout. And we are going to use fire side. We will try to stay alive over completing the encounter. Because in the end, why I don't play Trapper. Yeah, let's just go alive and Tommy comes and pretty sure that is. So even for Skyrim Mage, it would fail like for layout like 50% of the layout. I mean, the reason why we don't start this like explosive arrow or trapper is that we don't want to randomly die during mapping. So now I'm already level 83. So with Skyrim Mage, non-C version, I would say it's easy to reach to 92, but it's pretty hard to advance. For Trapper, I think I reached 92, but a lot of SP was from Delving, which is safer, but my goal is that I will have like I will be able to level to at least level 96 by myself during normal matching, which means getting all the random crap to the mouse. Like this lonely notes right here. And I don't know if it's a good idea to do the mental because the mouse are what's called the nemesis mouse. So usually if you don't have I like so in 3.1.7 you could pick what is called Scarab and Gamble. Let's see you get more Scarab in the following section. But now there are more variations. It's not too scary anymore. And we are going to do this, and I don't care about mods.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I just hope that this is crazy mods. So maybe I will do that. Yeah, so meta mods should be tankier than Necro. But not as like maybe at most twice tanky. It's not like super tanky. So it's still comparable, and as you can see, so without the Sentinel, it's not super slow. Even so fighting, I think and of course there's a lot of like low level gems. Still is totally acceptable, I would say. So now there are tons of spaces to improve. But my idea is that I want to try the double magic ring build. So this is bad for bossing, because for bossing, like yes, critical nullify may help, but hexproof doesn't do much, because bosses usually they don't have like crazy hex, and the hex itself usually it's not super hard. What makes it hard is the combination of random mods, and that is also it's not something that you would expect in bossing. But because we are going to because the better way, you don't have to like you don't have to kill them. You can just run around the boss. So I was just showing the but you don't have to. For example, for valve section, actually, let's do something. I don't think this is super high quantity, so it just feels wrong to not dodge. It's like in the middle of the mob, kind of like want to dodge like this. But with this build, it's not really necessary because in some occasions, namely sim like after wave 20 or something, you don't really have any space to dodge. And that's what this is. How hard it is? Yeah, so if you double it, it's good. Don't really want to die. So keep moving, though I don't know what this visual gives me. You remember support gem could give you like 40 to 50%.
Too much clutter.
Okay. Can I go out here? No, I can't. Yeah, so this is so how much I was selling for? 120. Cool. So yeah, I don't have much left. Tomorrow I'm going to buy Aegis Aura. So we are going to turn in those cards. Last league I just ended up with some useless cards, and I will never going to do anything to them. So this time I'm going to do something different. Why do I pick up this? And what is good with this? Is it good base? I'm not liking this. Yeah, so I mean, if we like have another link, then we'll be able to we'll be able to boost at least 40% of the damage. And the Ashes of the Star will play a really important role if we could afford it. So I don't think so I could refund one, only one. So I could refund one, and
Blessings.
maybe use master or something. But yeah, that's it.
Hail God's Slayer.
So trade. Trash, right? So playstyle wise, it's a slower than the build that clears a full screen of things like trap or anything. but it's much harder to die using this build. So last league I think I ended up with level 86, and I played 3 characters, a trapper, and I was stuck at the Maven, so I started Absolution Necro, and then I started as a Cirrus, so I started with Rigid Fire Inquisitor. That's why I caught, and then Necro, I sold the Absolution because I think I killed how many millions, like maybe 20 millions, and then I had a awakened spell echo, so that was some good luck, but that's it. And yeah, it's not that good, the loot. So after that, I started with a Skelly Mage, and it felt pretty safe with a CI build with Aurora. But now it's super expensive, and they don't have Ashes of the Star, which would help with the mini build a lot, but now we don't have it. So I also tried Cremation, and then after Cremation I cleared CMAV 30 with I think 4 rewards. So sold that, and I started to build Detonate Dead, and never get it to work. And then at this point, it's end of the league, and Diablo 2 Resurrected has its own ladder, so stop playing POE. So that is what happened. And I think this league I will kind of like stick with what is called the Cremation, and if I am going to try any build, I will try on another account, so that there was a bug that if multiple players are in the same group, they don't always all have the usually they don't have, only one would have the Eater of the World Progress, so which makes farming, multi-boxing, farming invitation harder. But if I could do that, then if the bug would be fixed, then I'll do that. Otherwise, farming Mavens doesn't really worth it. But anyway, why this thing pops up? And only the Redeemer is watched. Okay, so this is 86 gem ring. It's crafted, so it doesn't have any value. It does have both of these, but I believe it's I believe it's trash. And this is trash as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this build so far. I just need to invest more on this, and I will keep this. So the downside of this is that you sacrifice a lot of mods from your ring, and to be honest, what you will get damage-wise, you may get some like you don't have gem level here. I don't know if you have elemental damage or fire burn damage, but that's not a lot. And but if it's different, if you're using melting of the flesh, so which will require much more resistant. By the way, I'm only using like 2 small and 1 large. There's a room to improve here by like cutting some not very well defined nodes, and I think I spend 1 exalted 100 kills. So 20 for the Forbidden Flesh and 80 for the Forbidden Flame. So which indicates that more people are farming Eater of the World, so that there are more Forbidden Flesh on the market, and which is sad, because even though everyone's farming Eater of the World, and I'm pretty sure most of them are doing the Uber version, still the Aegis of Star is so damn low. So it's kind of like a new Headhunter Mage Blood thing. It's not as rare, but still. This is like the thing I don't like this game, which is they intended to say that, hey, we have like 3 months left span, and during this time only like maybe I think less than 1%, maybe like 0.1% of the players could afford things like Mage Blood. So it's very disgusting design concept. You don't have to like do this to make the so to set a goal for grinding. The goal should be reachable. It shouldn't be something like you have to play like a professional, like you live on it to get an item in 3 months. So I don't think I'll keep playing this like as heavily as now, not as recently, but I do want to like try to clear the bosses at some point, and this is one reason why I'm going to use this build, because it's supposed to be tankier, and I haven't really tried to use this build to fight Maven and Sirius, but I feel like it should be better than Righteous Fire and Absolution. So, but we will come to that point when we have better gear, not this just really random gear. I mean, you have like a high ES and just like 1 kills or something. Cool. So yeah, this is a Cremation day 1, and I'm going to play more tomorrow.